the best I can get. Today, Facebook is just not connecting. Maybe the latecomers were praying. Well, the best I can get. Today, Facebook is just not connecting. Maybe the latecomers were praying. Well, okay, so we're live on YouTube. Thank you, every single person that joined us this evening. Thank you, Madam Akunna, for being on this call. I truly appreciate you. Um, I will just run through our house rules for those who are joining us for the very first time. So if you're joining us for the first time, your mic is muted to avoid any form of interference. If you want to ask a question or make a comment, please use the chat box. Please use the chat box. If we have time, we might allow one or two people to make a comment, but otherwise just use the chat box. So you are welcome to the Discovery. What's the Discovery? It's a weekly business opportunity meeting put together by Team Grace International, and its purpose is threefold. Number one is to show the legality of this industry. Number two is to show the unique company we partner with. And number three is to introduce new people to the industry and to the company that we partner with. In Team Grace, like we would say, Grace makes us game changers. And today, Facebook is not on, but we are live on YouTube. So meet the game changers, the team coach Gilbert Ute, and your humble self, the host for today, Oluwayomi Ute. Thank you, every single person, for coming. Our guest for today, you need to meet this person. She's the lead consultant and CEO of Qualicom Consults Limited. She specializes in organizations documentation and procedural conflict resolution, and she prepares companies for ISO certifications. She's a lover of quality management system. I had to put that love, the way she put that emoji there, because that's the way she was in her bio. Tells me about her love for quality assurance. She's a brand consultant, she's a coach, she's a business intelligence expert. Our guest is passionate about training people. That's quite evident. Most importantly, she cherishes knowledge-based capital sharing. She's a professional member of the Mentoring and Career Development Institute of Nigeria, MCCI. She's a founder and lead trainer, VC of Globe Takers Business School International. So we have a VC in the house today. She's a PhD student at University of Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Our guest today loves to read books. I can tell you that one for free. She's a Diamond 7 achiever. She's a multiple trip awardee, and amazingly, a multiple car awardee with Longliki International. She is the team lead of the Arc Builders. She loves skating, meeting exciting people, and traveling. So if you are not exciting, our guest for today does not want to meet you. She is a wife, a mother of 4 adorable children, and an amazing professional. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make her feel welcome with the chat box. Let's welcome today Mrs. Akunna Chukwuma-Mbele, MCCI. Let's make her feel welcome. Ooh, I'm blowing all the keys. Let me spotlight you.
I love you all.
I love you too.
Oh my word, this is so amazing. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so
Excited,
excited to
really.
have
So
you here.
excited. Thank you
Thank
so much. Thank you so much. My special shout out to Mr. Gilbert. I
Yeah,
appreciate you too. Thank you so much for having me on this platform.
we should thank you
I
so
have
much for
some.
accepting.
It's all right. I have slides to share, so you could make me a co-host, so
You
I could
already are a
also share.
co-host. So before you go to
Oh,
your
really?
presentation,
Oh,
yes, you are a co-host.
okay,
Before you go to your
okay.
presentation, I want to thank you specially. She was the second person that logged on immediately the room opened. Thank you so much. The first person was Ujeme Okoyedi, and then she was the second person. So if you're a participant and you are coming in late, our guest beat you to it. Thank you so much. Before you go to your presentation, I want to find out from you. I have a personal question for you. And I'm wondering, how did you, a professional, a trainer, somebody who loves quality assurance and all of that, find your way into entrepreneurship and into this space?
Oh, really? Well, that's a long story. A long story because this platform called Long Reach has really opened my eyes to a lot of things. I've been working for a long time. I spent 13 years in oil and gas.
Wow.
8 years, yes, 8 years as a full-time employee. Then the remaining part of the 13 years was just doing my own thing the way I love because I'm passionate about what I do.
Mm,
So staying in a cubicle, it was so tight for me, so I had to take a leap. But before I left, I was also doing other small things, running around small businesses, but I was focused on what I was doing,
mm,
closed in my career, my professional life, because I am not this kind of person that is an outgoing person. Whenever I focus my mind on something, I go for it. So I've never done anything multi-level marketing. In fact, I've not heard about it. It's that funny. I never heard about anything multi-level marketing or network marketing because I'm this kind of person. When I'm in a situation or in a task, I focus there and I nail it. So while I was doing all of that in my job as a quality management system person and also as a consultant, I had a dream. I had a dream, but my paid job was not actually giving me that space to actualize it. One day, I just woke up in the middle of the night and told my husband, I am tired of this rat race. Going to office every morning, leaving my kids, and I was just a mom raising kids. My kids, they were very small at that time. So, and in the morning, I would just carry my baby, drop a 2-month-old baby in the crèche, and rush to
mm.
the office. My husband will also rush to the office, and both of us like that. And you know what it takes to have domestic helps. I was having
Yeah.
challenges, some will come, and before you know, they will leave. So it was really stress on me. And early in the morning, I will rush down. When I get to the office, I will face my boss, who was so rude to me. I was passing through emotional stress, a lot of trauma. Sometimes I cry in the office, and my salary was not that much. But
Mm,
because I have passion for what I was doing, anytime I do something in the office, people come to congratulate me. Oh, this is amazing. This is good. It gave me that passion to keep pushing because I have a dream. So after a while, like I said, I just woke my husband in the night. I said, Guy, I am done with this job.
wow.
When I say I'm done, I am done. He was like, What? I said, I am done. You can be going. I stay back. He said, I know you. You can't stay idle. I know you're kind of person. You cannot stay idle. I said, Well, I told him, Well, God will provide. Let me just pick MSc form and go back to school because I
Wow.
have yes. Because when I graduated, I was one of the third best in my faculty. I was actually told to stay back, but I because I wanted to get married and just go and see other part of life, I had to just go for my NYSC, and before you know it, I got a job in oil and gas, and that was it. That was where my journey and everything started. So
Mm,
I didn't really go into teaching or
yeah.
lecturing like I fashioned it earlier. So when I now resigned from my job, I had to pick my I had to pick MSc form. Then I started. On the long
Wow.
run, I when I finished it, I picked my PhD form.
Wow.
Still giving birth. But my husband said, if you finish all of this, I know how Nigeria is. There is no job. You might not get teaching job. What do we do? Okay, what I will do for you is to pick trainings. What my husband was really, really helpful. He picked form for training, professional training. There is no professional training you can think of in oil and gas that I don't have. Is it
Hmm.
neighbors? Is it ushers? Is it there is no training that I don't have. I have all when it comes to ISO, quality, EMS, everything. I have
Wow.
all. So when I was pregnant, I was running all of this. I would fly to Lagos, I would come back and all of that. So when I finished, in fact, when I was doing my neighbors, my husband said, because when my husband did it, he lodged in the hotel and stayed for 10 days, finished his own. But I was in the house with
Hmm.
kids, pregnancy, running up and down for 10 days, going and he told me, you will not make this.
Wow.
I know this course is very tedious. You make it. I told him, watch me do it.
Hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, I did it and I came out, I passed all the professional courses. He
Watch me
said,
do it.
wow. Yes, that's always what I tell my husband. Whenever I pick up something, I say, watch me do it. He said, I know you will do it. So when I finished all the professional courses, he picked this he opened a consultancy firm for me. We now registered it with corporate affairs, the Qualicon Consult.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so when we picked that, you know how it is as a consultant, you have to look for a job. If you don't get a contract, that means there's no money coming in. And then within that period, I was depending on my husband because I was schooling, having kids, and all that. But it didn't take time because my husband knows me. I don't like saying idle. So he had to work hard to make sure that this company starts running. So when he registered, he said, well, the ball is in your court now. What do you do next? I said, well, I don't know, but I know that God will provide. But meanwhile, when I was leaving, I had no job. My colleagues were like, are you leaving for real? I said, I am leaving. There's nothing we can do about it. I'm leaving. So when the company was set, I had to start connecting with people. But one thing that happened, there's this Italian firm that I worked for. The man was still in Nigeria. He just called me one day and said, Akunna, I know you're good in quality. Can you come to my company? I went there. That was how I got my first contract.
Wow.
That was how I got my first, yes, that was how I got my first contract. You know that success is always is the road under construction.
Hmm.
That's how I see success. Yes. So this success I was pursuing in that career made me to realize that as a consultant, you're your own. There is if you don't get a job, if you don't get a contract, then there is no money coming in anywhere. So when I started that job, I did it for 9 months. And within that 9 months, for you to prepare a company for ISO certification, it takes 9 good months for you to prepare a company, make sure they implement it, and call third party to come in and do their audits. Now, when I finished all of that, when that contract finished, they gave me another one. Guess what? Along the line, one of the Italian CEOs that I met told me, Madam, we don't need your services anymore. That was the
Oh.
first rejection I ever had as a business person. In fact, I was devastated. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to head to. They cut the contract. I was just like, okay, what next? I had to meet some of my mentors. I told them, they said, Akuna, this is not the end of life. You have to
Hmm.
move on. You have to move on. So they encouraged me. I had to dust my back and I moved on. Do you know what the guy did? The guy blocked all my connections with other Italian firms I couldn't
Oh.
access. Yeah, it was that serious. So for not just cause, just Italians, there's a way they work.
Yeah.
If you don't work the way they want, they will just cut you
Yeah.
short. So that was how I lost that contract. And before you know it, I started connecting. This business is all about life, is all about network. I said network with other professionals, and That was how I broke through. I was able to organize ISO certification for more than 7 companies until I met my doll in Longreach. Until I met Longreach. I tell you, in fact, while I was doing all of that, I have other pictures. I'm going to share it, but let me just narrate the stories before I go to sharing all the pictures, um, so that you will understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
So, so after that, I prepared 7 to 8 companies, and that was it. But while I was doing all of that, I was having some cut of money, because you have to stay for 9 months before you get 3.5, 2.5 million naira in 9 months, because the project will last for years, will last for 9 months. So they pay you in milestones. So
Yeah.
if you don't finish, yeah, if you don't finish the first milestone, they won't pay you. So you have to finish, then they pay you like that. So that was how I kept doing that. But while I was doing that, I had to start poetry behind my kitchen. Behind my kitchen, I started that behind my kitchen, and also snaring. Yes, because I read agri science, but I majored in soil science and environmental management.
Jesus.
So I know, yeah, I know everything about agriculture, and I'm passionate about it. But because I found myself in a society like this, I got a job in something that doesn't even concern the course I read. But
Exactly.
I had to, yeah, I had to develop myself in that line, and it worked for me. It actually worked for me. So while I was doing all of that, hustling, doing so, one day my sister called me and said she has found a company that can pay me while I'm sleeping. I said, "What are you talking about?" Being a very me, I'm very, very strict.
Mm-hmm.
People that have worked with me will know that this woman is not just another woman. I don't just do anyhow thing. Do you know it took me 8 months to take a second look at Longreach? 8 months. Please don't be like me. Don't be like Akunna, Chukwuma-Mbele. It took me 8 months to say yes to Longreach, because I was seeing it as a low class thing. I was feeling too
Exactly.
posh to do
Exactly.
Longreach. I
Yeah.
was so
Yeah.
so. If you're here, you're feeling too posh. Man, don't be like Akunna, Chukwuma-Mbele. You will miss it. I missed it. Do you know that within that 8 months, my sister Homa, by the way, Mother Frosh is my younger sister. She when she started it, I was saying, this girl, she's just wasting her time. She will come to her family chat room. She will drop it. I will call her, hey, fake prophet is here. Oh, I will laugh, 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 laugh. You know, hey, fake prophet. Alma is somebody that never says, she just doesn't take no as an answer. So even if you laugh at her, she doesn't care. She will come back again. So that's how she kept coming. I was like, this thing that this girl is posting like this. I wasn't even calling them then. So one day she called my younger sister, my other younger sister, and said, there's this supplement that Longreach has. I think it can help you, because she married 4 years, no baby, and that my younger sister. I was with her the day she called. I was like, go and try. If it works, call me. So she went,
Mm.
took the yeah, she went, took the supplements, and it didn't take up to 1 month, ladies and gentlemen. This young girl took in, and
Wow.
yes, and I was driving the day she called me. She called me. I was like, sister, sister, sister. She's just coming from hospital that she's pregnant. I was like,
Mm.
wait a minute, wait a minute. I just pulled over, and I called her back. I said, what did you say? Yeah, come to my house. That was how she now rushed to my house. I saw the result. I was like, babe, please, let's call Ahoma. That was how we called Ahoma. And Ahoma was like, I've been telling you guys that this business is working. If this
Mm.
the supplement or the product is working, that means the business will work. And look at the people in this business, they're doing well. We can do this. I said, okay, what do we do? So I started thinking, I didn't even want to tell my husband about it, because I know my husband would be like, what? You want to leave quality for for this is not possible.
Yeah.
Yes, because he spent a lot of money. Yeah, he spent a lot of money to train me. So he was like, no, 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 no. I didn't want to tell him he was actually on site, so I didn't want to bother him. Do you know what I did? There's
Mm.
money that somebody, yes, the money I used to start Longreach today is not our money. It's not our money 100%. It was the money somebody gave to me when I delivered. You can't believe it.
Wow.
Yes, it was the money somebody gave to me when I delivered some dollar bills. I kept that dollar bills for almost 2 years doing nothing in my box. You can't believe it. Inside my box, the dollars was just there. I was like, and when I see it, I was like, oh, this is good, this is good. And I would close my box and I'm excited about it. But do you know what happened? I basically brought that money,
Mm.
changed those dollar bills, and registered myself. I wanted to do VIP. The money was okay for me to do VIP for myself comfortably,
Mm.
than do for other of my kids. Do you know what my sister told me? I wanted to just enter myself. She said, no, sister, what you do now is split this money, put yourself and your family. That advice has been our life changer till today. Putting myself and my family. Do you know what happened? When I tell people register everyone, even if that person is stubborn, register that person. I actually registered myself and my 3 kids. But while I was driving home, because I knew that my husband would say no, and I didn't want anybody to discourage me. But while I was driving home, my spirit was telling me, what if you qualify for trip? Will you travel with these kids and leave your husband behind? Oh, hell no. I told myself, no, this can't happen. I called the office immediately and told them, please step down one of my kids, put my husband. Then next week, I'll register the rest too. That was how I came on board Longreach platform and we started working. And since that day till today, when people call me for oil and gas consultation, I push it aside because Longreach has taken over. Longreach pays me more than what my consultancy firm pays me. Yes, because I stay for almost 9 months to get 3.5. This is what Longreach pays a week. So why should I spend 9 months?
To wait for
Why
what
should
you
I
get in a
spend
week.
to wait for what I can get for in a week? So this what I looked into, I said, no, this platform, I have to take it serious. But one thing is that I joined this business after 8 months
Mm.
of thinking about it. Then it took me a year to be serious on this platform. It took me a year to be serious. So, ladies and gentlemen, follow me as I share my screen and show
Please,
you some of the pictures.
please, the
some
floor
of the
is yours.
pictures.
The floor
some
is
of the
yours.
pictures, yeah. Some of the pictures and my life story. So, what I've been telling you guys is just this. This is me and this is my story. Sit
Mm.
tight and enjoy this. And I assure you, you will actually gain something from this story. And
Mm-hmm.
every seminar is for somebody. This will inspire you.
Amen. Cool.
Okay, this was my life. This is me when I finished my youth service 2007. Yes. So when I finished my youth service, like I said before, I'm very active. In fact, when I'm pregnant, that's my height of activity. So
Wow.
yes, so I know that from time. Even in school, I know I'm very hyperactive. So when I finished, before I finished, I told myself I can't stay idle. What do I do? I had to tell some of my friends, look for a job for me. They said, okay, they will try. Do you know one of my friends, the person that got me this my first job is a girl that makes call in front of her house before I went for my service. because after my project, I came back to Port Harcourt to stay with my big sister Lisa Ugonna Wachku. So I was in her house. So every morning I would just stroll out, stay with the girl in front. So I told the girl said, there is one of her friends that has a laundry. He just opened a laundry that can work there. I took that laundry job. Yes, I was their sales rep. I was the manager there. So the man called me for interview. I went. This is me in my small laundry office. But I stayed there for a year. My dream was too bright. In fact, some of the persons that walked into the office, when I interact with them, they'll be like, "You're too intelligent to be in the office. What are you doing here? Go back to school." I said, "Which school? I just graduated. I just really? Then what are you doing here?" I tell them, "Don't worry, I'll get a job."
Hmm.
And what I was doing then is that any young man that comes around and says hello, I'll tell the person, "I'm looking for a job. This is my CV." I was that crazy. I'm telling you, I was that crazy. So I'll just give the person CV. Not like now, where there is no job and all. Then you can actually get something, So after a year, I got a job, my first job in oil and gas. And ladies and gentlemen, it was just through that way that was crazy. This is my CV. This is my just a random person that just called me one afternoon and said, "Akunna, um, there is a vacancy in an office in Transamadi in Port Harcourt here. I've never, in fact, in an Italian firm. That was the first company I worked, Italian firm. I've never met a white man one on one before. So when the guy told me that I'm going to meet an Italian guy, my mind did phew. I said, how am I going to do this today? Am I going to do this today? And my salary was 10,000 naira in that laundry. 10,000 naira. So the guy told me that if the man asked me my salary, I should say 100,000 naira. I told the guy, how?
From
How?
where?
From 10,000 to 100,000. That was so much for me. So I told the guy, I was like, okay. He said, make sure you maintain this amount. That's what they will pay you.
Hmm?
Do you hear me? Do you understand? And I told the guy, yes, 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 I'm with you, I'm with you. So that was how the guy increased my morale. Went in. Right inside of me, I was panicking. I didn't know what to face because I've not done that kind of job before. But I told the man that whatever it takes, I can do it. So that
Hmm.
was how we met the white guy, and
Okay.
my journey began in oil and gas. And that was how I spent my 8 years moving from. I'm that crazy, very crazy. It's just that Longreach is a very lovely company. I told myself I can't stay in a company for 3 years. 3 years. I gave myself that target and I met it. Every 3 years I moved to the next company. Every 3 years I moved to the next company. I don't know how it happens, but that was how I was moving. So the last company I worked in OISEF as a corporate document controller and quality management system rep. That was the last company I worked OISEF. That was the last company I worked for. People in Port Harcourt. So this is my entrepreneurial journey. We tell people, let's hold you by the hands and show you where the stones
Hmm.
are laid so that you can walk on water. This is actually what an entrepreneurial journey is. I didn't know where I was heading to, but I knew that I was
Oh
going to
my God.
walk on water. And this is what happened. And I tell people always that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Are you ready to take that step? That was what I told myself. So I left after I worked for 8 years as an employee. The last company I worked, like I said, or you said, I left. So as I left, I started my MSc. I was giving birth. I had all my kids within those years and was still grooming them. These are my kids. I have 4 kids. And this is when I finished my MSc. So like I said before, I launched this company, Qualicon Consults Limited. Amazing company. It's still running now. We have other things that we're doing behind. We'll see soon on this. So this is me. This is me when we were fully involved in this. We are still doing it, but for now, we have a set target in Longreach. Longreach pays us more. So our energy, our time is focused here in Longreach now. So this is me training people on standards and all different companies. And this is me too. This is me. I have people working under me. I have employees. I have consultants too that partner with that work with me. So it's been an amazing journey. So while I was doing that, this is also the experience in my consultancy firm, which is still ongoing. Yeah, this is me. I have a lot of pictures, but we just picked some of this. And while I was doing it, like I said before, I started the poultry and snare behind my kitchen. This is it. Just small poultry that have 200 birds. I turn it every 2 weeks, 200 birds every 2 weeks. And I sell them. I have money. That is called active money. Active and profit money. There's a lot of hard work here. A lot of hard work. And even in the consultancy world, there is a lot of hard work. You have to work hard for you to satisfy your clients. If you're not hardworking, you cannot satisfy them. And also, if you're doing a business like this, you have to work hard. If not, your birds will die. Yes, you have to work hard. So while I was doing all of that, I was also consulting for firms, poultry farms. I was consulting for them. This is one of it, and this is the owner of the firm. I was doing it. They were paying me, and I was happy doing it, hustling from this place to the other, going from one company to speaking BB grammar. But since I joined Longbridge, my grammar has reduced, and it's been a smart work. In fact, I'm really having fun. In fact, I'm telling myself you're becoming lazy, But that is how God wants it. This is my snare farm. This is how I constructed it. I just woke up and told myself, this is the best way to go. I just told the welder, this is what I want. This is what I constructed. And he did this. And these are my snails. I started training them behind my kitchen. And while I was doing all of that, I told you, my sister told me, I didn't listen to her 8 months. She told me, this is when we began, and this
Mm.
is us, and this is us. So
Mm.
we have really evolved. This is not our current pictures, but we snapped this one last year, and this was our early beginning of this business called Longreach. And I tell you, life has never been the same. My life has been very, very rosy. In fact, I'm very happy that I'm adding weight. People are telling me you're adding weight. It's happiness. I'm not even eating. I'm not even eating. We started working together, but I had challenges. I had
Mm.
challenges. My husband said no. When my husband found out that I was doing laundry, he was like, in fact, he let loose. He was
Wow.
like, what is going on here?
Wow.
You can't tell me you want to do this business. We actually had issues for people that would tell me, my husband says no, my husband excuse me. At the
Mm.
end, your husband will be your number one fan. Your husband will be your everything because he will carry you on his head. I
Mm.
had issues, I had challenges. Sometimes he would not allow me to go for seminars. I organize seminars, people will be waiting for me. He would tell me, no, you can't go. And as a woman, I have to obey my husband. And I will call my sister, she will pull over and take over the seminar and all. That was how
Wow.
we were managing. So I was, for a year plus, I had challenges. I was working behind my sister to the extent that my products, I kept it in my sister's house. I kept it. So people that will tell me, oh, my husband said, no, this is it, you stop. You're at your own peril. Start. Just
Mm.
don't listen. Be stubborn and do this business. Because this
Mm.
business is for him. Yes, this
Mm.
business is for him and the kids. So I was doing it behind him. This is not disobedience because this is vision. A man that has dreams needs a woman that has vision. So
Mm.
I know that I have vision and he has dreams. Longreach can fund our dreams. This is it. So I started pushing this business behind him. And when results started coming, my husband was like, really? Really? I said, this is just the beginning. And my sister just told me, Longreach is just switch your brand. Use it and share with your friends. Just switch it. Educate people about it. I said, oh, since he's still in the line of teaching, that means I can make it because I'm a lover of education. I love teaching people. So why can't I do this? That was how I said, okay, this is not hawking, walking around the street selling products. It's all about educating people. I can't do this. That was how I encouraged myself and I picked up. But within a year plus, I had challenges. Like I told you, I was trying to please my husband, doing it small, small, so that I can manage my marriage and also business. I don't need to crash my marriage because I want to do long trips. No, I didn't tell you. I'm not advising that. You have to manage your home, and also manage your business. So I was being wise, carrying everything along, but being careful so that I don't actually spoil what I've built over the years just because I found long reach. No. So I had to manage the two. So it took me eight months to start and almost a year to step out and take responsibility of my business. That was when I started seeing results. When I took charge of my business, yes. When I took charge of my business after a year plus, that was when I started seeing change. Because in long reach, immediately you come on board, I advise people take massive action. Take massive action. Result will come immediately. Result will follow you immediately. But if you come in and you're just dilly-dallying, you're not pushing your business, that is how your business will also be at a stop. So you have to take massive. I took massive action. I started pushing. I started pushing, going from one places to the other. Ladies and gentlemen, there was a time it was difficult. I had to go into the market, open market. I don't care. Shyness doesn't bring fame to you. You have to do something that is crazy. A normal person doesn't make
mm,
headlines. Yes, a normal person doesn't make headlines. It's only people that are weird, people that are ready to take their world by storm, people that are hungry. These are people that make headlines. I am very hungry, very, very hungry about success. I
mm,
am hungry. It's not as if I am not seeing money.
mm,
I was seeing money. I was doing very well. I was doing very well in quality my system in my consultancy firm. I was doing well, but I needed extra. I needed something that would pay me while I'm sleeping. I needed something that will make me to retire effortlessly, flawlessly. Not something that when I retire, I use my mom as an example because my mom taught all her life. Even now, she's still teaching, but there is no gratuity, nothing. She
mm.
opened her own school, and yes, I don't want my life to be like that. I want to retire in Bahamas from one island to the
Oh,
other, flying
you
from where.
know,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
I
what
agree
I
with
want.
you.
Yes, that's what I want. That's the kind of life I want. And long reach has shown me that it can fund that dreams. I
Mm,
want when I'm 80 years, I could employ a doctor to be in the house to take care of myself and my husband. Yeah.
mm,
So that
yeah.
is just the thing. So you have to project your life. So I had to walk out, step out of my comfort zone. I stepped out of my comfort zone. This is me. Don't mind my hair. I love my hair when it's rough. So I purposely did my hair like that. I stepped into the market. In fact, that was the day I shyness left me because I'm a very shy person. This kind of I'm very reserved. I don't like being on spotlight. But long
Really?
reach. Yes, but because I found myself in consultancy field, speaking industry, I had to force myself. In fact, that's another story for another day. But the major thing is that I stepped out of my comfort zone. The
Mm,
day I stepped out there here, I was almost, in fact, I died and resurrected inside me. My teammates, they were like, let's go, let's go. In my mind, I was ginger them, let's go, but I was already gone because I was so scared. What am I going to meet in the market? I've never, in fact, we didn't have um this loudspeaker, nothing. We just carried that demo kit because it was getting here. I wasn't moving. I needed to do something different. For you to have massive results, you must do something different. And that was what I did. And to God be the glory, we raised a team, powerful team called Ag Builders. This team has been a team that changed my life, has been a without them, there is no me. Without this team, there is no me. We started locking hands together because we rise by lifting others. So we
mm,
locked hands together, We locked hands together and we started lifting other persons and everybody under me. And that was, we started our training, strategy, and all the things. We opened a business school, the Globe Takers Business School. My sister Ahoma is the team lead, Globe Takers. So we work together, we do everything together. So while I was hiding from my husband so that I won't have problems,
Mm.
I launched Globe Takers Business School online. That
Mm.
school trains over 1,000 students every other 2 weeks. Till
Wow.
now, this is 3 years. Yes, this is 3 years we've been doing that. 3 years. So this school trains over 1,000 students bi-weekly, and I started doing it in my phone, via my phone. So my
Mm.
husband will say, "Oh, you've gone out, you've left the house, you're not in there." So I'm
Wow.
doing it from my phone. So in fact, I started the training when I didn't have any person. I started the training when I didn't have any downline, nothing. I was doing it with joy because I was passionate about it. I was
Mm.
just passionate about it. So from there, I started raising my own team. I started growing because in this business, you are a brand. You have to raise a team because no team, no wealth. You have to
Mm.
raise your own team. Yes, you have to, even if it's your twin sister, you have to stand out. You have to be a leader, you have to raise other leaders because leaders raise leaders. So that was while I was doing that, I raised my own team. We have done a lot. We go to see less privileged persons, we go to see the widows, we go to see motherless, fatherless. We do a lot. We go to hospitals to meet them. So we started working together. These are my team. We are over 14,000 plus now. And we started growing. We started learning from each other. We started growing. And that was how my success started
Mm.
moving from one point to the other, from one point to the other. And I tell my people, I am committed to succeeding with you 100%.
Mm.
And we have a vision. Our vision is to start local and think global. That is
Mm.
what Act Builders is all about. So while we were growing, my family, because I registered my family, I started growing organically with my family. And my family started winning, and every other person in the team started winning because I group everybody, I train everybody, we lock hands together and make sure that what I know, you know it. This is what companies do. Companies do ISO, International Organization for Standardization. That is ISO for you. So what do? They want their system to run on automation.
Mm.
They just want their system to run on automation. So if you're in long reach and your business is not running on automation, that means you are not yet in business. So I brought that idea from oil and gas and test run it in long reach, and it worked. It worked. I am in my house and my business is working for the past 2 weeks now. I've never recruited a soul, but I earn 6 figures weekly. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
That's, yeah, it's amazing. So what I tell people is that lock hands with your team members and work. So this is how I started growing. I said, well, okay, this is me. This is, in fact, I didn't believe that long reach is for real until it started happening to me. When my sister qualified for her first car, I was like, oh my God, when will I qualify for my own? I just prayed.
Yeah.
I just prayed silently, and God answered me. This is when I qualified for my first car, and amazingly, Longreach paid cash. 2018, Longreach paid cash, and we bought our kind of car we love because in Longreach, when they pay you, either you use your money to do whatever you want, or you buy any car of your choice. So
Mm-hmm.
I used to see people drive this car, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, when will I drive this? But Longreach made it possible. Throughout my stay in oil and gas, no company bought me a car. In fact,
Mm.
they were seeing me as an officer. In fact, there is a kind of chair that I sit in the office that is meant for managers. I'm not supposed to sit on it. Yes, but Longreach rewards me. Longreach gives me what is due for me. Longreach pays me for my effort and everything. So I bought this car 2018. This is some of my team members. We snap pictures. 2019, I qualified for another car, 10 million naira, and this money was paid cash during COVID. Can
Mm,
imagine when
mm.
families are crying and oh, what do we do? And all of that. Longreach is paying 10 million. I woke up 10 million naira richer. In fact, the day that money came, I just woke up, carried my phone. I just saw it. I was like, oh my God. I just showed my husband. He was like, really?
Mm-hmm.
This your company is serious? I said, it is serious. It is serious. That was how my husband was like, we have to take this business so serious now. So he himself, he started calling his friends and all of that. And that was it. So I'm a proud Diamond 7 leader, almost a star director on this platform. This is my, by the end of this year, I'll be 4 years on this platform. I tell every person that your journey is unique. Do not compare your success with others. As far as you're bringing value wherever you are, keep at it. Your success will surely show up. So I am Diamond 7. This couldn't be possible without my team. I am Diamond 7 in Nigeria and Diamond 5 in Kenya. Sorry, I didn't put that picture here. Diamond 5
Mm-hmm.
in, I earn in shillings, yes. Diamond 5 in Kenya and Diamond 7, almost a star director in Nigerian market. I'm also registered in other market in Dubai. I'm registered there, I'm Diamond 2. So this is what we call Vision 2023. You can earn from anywhere in the world. This is when I was celebrated as a Diamond 7 in Lagos. That was last year.
Mm-hmm.
As a Diamond 7, you have scholarship, SUV, car fund. Then during that time, I also qualified for Malaysia. Malaysia is a dream come true. I don't play with that story. You're gonna hear the story as I go on. So this is us. See my husband and he can't do long reach. He can't do long reach. Now let's do long reach. You see? So he is even the one carrying some of my placards. So if you're here, you're waiting for your husband to tell you to move, you're wasting your time. Move! Your husband will follow. If you're here, you're a man and you're waiting for your wife to follow you, move, your wife will follow you. So this is what, in fact, the award is numerous. It's now I can't even count it. It's too many. It's too many. Trips is uncountable. In fact, throughout 2018, 2019, I kept traveling and I got tired. I was like, oh, let me rest. This is when I went to Dubai and
Mm.
our journey to China. I've never been to Asian continent. Longreach took me to Asia. In fact, I've been to a lot of places, courtesy Longreach. Longreach has been able to show me that they can make my dreams come true. And they proved it in this my um, Malaysia trip. Join me as I share my story with you in this. Enjoy this. I don't know if the voice will show. You will hear the voice over there, but this is my story. If you're hearing the voice, put voice at the chat box. If you're hearing the sound,
Not yet.
okay, you're not hearing. You can share. Okay. I think we need to share the voice.
Yeah, it's on.
Is on now.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not
Are
coming
you
out.
hearing?
Maybe we should increase volume.
Are you hearing now?
No.
Okay. Check over there.
Yeah, I'm checking. You're
Okay.
on allowed to share everything.
Okay,
Can you hear
even if you're
me?
not hearing.
Yes, let's let it play. We can read it. Can you hear the
Yeah.
voice?
Okay, let's start afresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Longreach made this possible. I qualified for Malaysia when I got married newly. In fact, when I met my husband, one of the, a young man that wants to marry a young girl, he'll be promising a lot of things. He promised that he's going to take me to Malaysia. In fact, my sisters, they were like, when they see Malaysia adverts, they'll be like, oh, Malaysia girl, come and see your Malaysia. So I will rush out to see the Malaysia. I will laugh over it. So when Longreach brought out this promo, I knew it was for me and my husband. So I
Mm.
called him and said, this is Malaysia, come true. Let's work hard and make it a reality. And it happened. It happened. Longreach made this possible. It's just COVID-19 that did not allow us to go, but Longreach paid us for it. Longreach
Mm.
paid us for it. Yeah. So this is my story. This is
Wow.
my story. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Longreach paid us. We won two slots, and
Mm.
Longreach paid 2 million each with the room allowance and other allowances.
Hmm.
This has been an amazing. This is the height of my Longreach business. This is just it. They made this dream come true, and I'm so grateful to God that I met Longreach. Longreach has changed my life and the life of my family. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Thank God. Longreach is a life changer. Is a life changer. Longreach is a buffet. Serve yourself and your family. That is what I would tell anyone here hearing my voice. My name is Akunna Chukwuma-Mbele, and this is my story. Thank you,
Wow.
Longreach. Thank you, Longreach. Thank you, Longreach. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Longreach rocks.
Yeah.
Longreach rocks.
Wow.
Longreach rocks. In fact, this story is always emotional whenever I watch it. Very emotional. I wish you
Mm.
heard the sound. It's
Mm.
very emotional to me. Very
Mm.
emotional to me. And this business has been a life changer. In fact, being on this platform changed my life, my love life, my relationship, everything. My marriage, it added flavor to it. So if somebody is telling you to not do language, the person is doing you wrong.
Mm.
Today, I want to advise everyone on this call tonight that language is the best business ever you can do. Why?
Mm.
Because it can change your life, can change the life of your husband, it can change the life of your kids. My first daughter um, went to JS1 this September. Her school fees was almost 2.5 million, everything. And
Mm.
she paid from my account. Yes, she paid from my
Oh.
account. No
Mm.
stress. Yes, from my husband. In fact, since I started this business, the payment of school fees has left my husband's shoulder.
Mm.
There's no stress. He's so happy. Then the money that is coming is now being diverted to other things. Longreach has taken over the kids. The
Wow.
kids earn every week. Everybody in the family earns every week. Sometimes we'll just stay and say, during this COVID, we still earn every week. Okay, what if you're not working? I'll ask my husband, what if you're not working? Do you know we'll still survive? Of course, we will, 100%. Do you know why I love Longreach? Because it gives me leverage. I earn 1% of 100 people's effort. But if I was working,
Wow.
I will earn 100% of my effort. If I don't go to office, they deduct my money. If I don't get a project, that means
Mm.
there's no money. But here,
True.
I work on a leverage economy. I have team members all over the world. Whatever they're doing still counts for me. Just because I built a team
Wow.
of like minds. It gives me freedom. That is, in fact, this
Wow.
freedom is the new currency in this 21st century. If you have freedom, you can think straight. You can organize
Mm.
yourself. You're wealthy.
Yeah.
If you have freedom, it helps you to do a lot of things. Do you know that doing this laundry gives me opportunity to watch my kids grow under my
Mm.
watch? This is not like um, a house help telling me, "Oh, auntie, this happened. I'm there 247. I am there 247. Whatever my children eat, I know. Whatever that happens in the house, I know. I am there for them." That is what Longreach has done for me. I work from home. I help other persons to become better from my home. You too can do the same thing. One of the uniqueness of Longreach is team building. You're not here to sell for people feeling
Mm.
too posh like me at the beginning.
Yeah.
You think you'll be selling product because that was my husband's fear that I will be selling product from one point to the other. Please, hell no. That is not what Longreach is all about. Longreach helps you to create residual income and also profit income. Profit
Mm.
income is all about selling products. You sell products to get money. That is not why we're here. But residual is all about team building. You can earn the two at the same time. But if you're selling, you cannot have that residual income. If
Mm.
you want to have residual income, you have to build team of like minds. People build people together and they keep rising and you keep growing. Selling is not what we do in Longreach. So if you're here, you're a professional, you're in oil and gas, you're a banker, you're any sector you are, Longreach is for you.
Mm.
Longreach is for you. We are here to hold you by the hands and show you where the stones are laid so that you can walk on waters.
Mm.
No flushing of points. Longreach doesn't flush points. No authorship. They don't tell you to buy things when you don't. Yes, the soap you use in the house, when they finish it, you go to supermarket and restock. That is
Yeah.
how you do in Longreach. Why you do that? You tell people about it and you earn. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. It doesn't. In fact, I can't remember the last time I sold. When people ask me how much is this product, I don't
Mm.
know because I don't sell. I don't even know. It's all about team building. You bring people, you educate them, and they run with the vision. There's no target. If you're a banker here, you agree with me. Sometimes they give you 500 million target,
Yeah.
1 billion. You go
1
out
billion.
there.
2
Yes, you
billion.
go out there. Yes, expose yourself as a married woman. But here you are in the house. I've been indoors for the past 7 months. Can't believe it. I've been indoors for the past 7 months doing my business
Mm.
from the comfort of yes. I've not gone for face to face since this COVID. I've been inside indoors with my family, my entire family. Everybody is inside. My husband is still working from home. So everybody's in the house. There's no target. I work at my pace. There is no qualification. You don't need a certificate to work here. Like I told you, if I bring out my certifications, everybody will run. It's plenty. It's plenty. My certifications are plenty. But I'm not using them now because I've seen something that is much more beneficial to myself and not just to myself, my entire family. Do you know what it means for a baby to earn 6 figures? Man, it's too much.
Mm. Mm.
It's too much. When you
And pay her
calculate
school
what your
fees.
family pay her school fees. In fact, it was just an easy movement. My husband was chilled. And one thing I tell women that if you bring value to the table, your respect increases. In fact, your in-laws, before they call you, they will evaluate themselves before they even put a call across because they know that, yeah, of course, because they know that you are a value added wife. They don't want to
Mm.
annoy our wife. They don't want to annoy our wife. No. Because you're adding value to a woman is a light.
Mm.
Longreach brings light into the family. Ahoma Badiwe mother, I give it to her. My younger sister, I give it to her. She brought this into the family and she made sure everybody, in fact, everybody in my family, both home and abroad, the only person that is remaining to be registered is our dogs. Everybody is registered. The unborn. I registered I registered my grandkids this year. One of my grandkids is already diamond two. I am
Wow.
working for yes, I'm working for a decade. My first daughter is 11 years, so in the next 10 years she will be 21 to a girl of 21, 22 is already prepared to get married. So the
Wow.
the the kids will start earning from now. So you have to develop yourself as a woman, position yourself and you get there. Now, if you qualify for anything on long range platform, you can cash it out. Yes,
Mm.
you can get the cash, you can cash it out, and you have your money. Like this Malaysia that we couldn't go, Long Reach paid us. and money direct to account. This is not, I tell people, this is not, wait, I'm coming. No. Or what Igbo people will call chere cambia. No, no, it's not chere cambia. It's now, now, now. They will give you your cash now, straight to your
Yeah.
account. And you grow in ranks. That's the most wonderful thing in this platform. You grow. There's no godfatherism. Nobody
Mm-mm.
holds you back. No. I remember one experience when I was working. I was qualified to go for a training on information security. I remember vividly. If information security, do you know that the HR woman, just because she doesn't like me, because a lot of people talk about me in the company, oh, this woman, she's good, she's sharp and all that. So she became jealous. Anytime she sees me, she will just frown her face, and she withheld that training. I didn't go for that
Wow.
training. Yes. But here,
Nothing like that.
you grow nothing like that. You grow at your pace. You have money to fly yourself anywhere you want to go to. You have money to train yourself. Personal development on point. That's one of the things I love Longreach about. Longreach has this platform to train you. Longreach is an institution. So it's not just money, money, money. We are here to raise ourselves. We are here to groom ourselves, better ourselves. Personal development is one thing I don't take for granted, and Longreach has given it to me. Do you know what it means to run an online school for 3 years?
Hmm.
Training all over. We have trained more than 127,000 members on this platform from my phone, and we have raised trainers. When I started, I was the only one running the training, but today we have over 50 trainers, smart people doing the training in our business school. So
Wow.
yes, we have what it takes to raise anybody from nothing to something. There's a lot of zero to hero testimonies on this platform. Longreach can change you. In fact, Longreach can make you to be that woman that your husband wants. In fact, my husband sometimes when he listens, when I do something, he said, "Really? Is this my wife?" I said, "This is just the beginning. Longreach can package you." Language can actually package you to that classy lady that you want to see in you. Because the best thing that can happen to a lady is to be very classy, to be that world recognized, somebody
Yeah.
that they want to see in the society. Okay, what do
A
you need to succeed on
leader.
this platform?
Hmm.
What do you need to succeed on this platform? You just need you. Just you. You just need yourself, your phone, your data, just what you need. That's what you need on this platform. You don't need another thing. Yourself. It starts with desire. It starts with
Hmm.
desire. When you desire, when you desire it, you move. Whatever you tell your mind, your body takes over.
Yeah.
If you want to make it on this platform, you have to desire success. And you do what? Excuse me. You do what? You pursue it. You have to be enthusiastic. Not like you're complaining. You don't whine. There are
Hmm.
challenges. There are challenges. Imagine you start whining on this planet. In fact, last 2 weeks, I had to whine. There is no level you get to on this planet that you are prone to whine as a human being. You can whine. You can complain. You can complain. So I complained, and whenever I feel like that, I rush to my sister and tell her, look at, look. She will be like, no, 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 don't do this. We can do this. And she will motivate me, and we keep climbing. Because when you have people of like minds,
Hmm.
you tend to do better. You tend to do better. You need massive action. You need massive, like I said, do not join long reach and just go to bed. No, don't join Longreach and go to bed. The best thing your upline has done for you is to bring you on board this platform. That is the best thing. Submit yourself to learning. Even if you don't know anything, submit yourself. Do flower girl, do flower boy. If you have any stockists close to you, go there and sit down every week. They do seminar, help them to arrange the products, be following the stockist. If he says you're idiot, yes ma, no problem. Be following. You're not in my team, no problem. I can help you. Just do like you don't know anything. You follow them for one month, you are good to go.
Hmm.
If your upline is close, run with your upline. If your upline is not close, then run with the online trainings. I've trained people from my phone and they are running with the vision, and some people have not seen them in life and they are running with this vision because they have learned what I'm doing, they are seeing it and they are duplicating it. All you need also right training, right team, and support.
Mm.
Right training, right team, and support. If you have all of these, you are a millionaire.
Mm.
You are a millionaire on this platform. You don't need product to become a millionaire on this platform. You don't need product. There's nothing here relating to product that will make you a millionaire. No, remember I said on this platform, this is all about team building, training. It's not all about buying and selling. If you're here, you're still selling up and down, or you want to join Longreach, your feeling is selling up and down. Sorry, Longreach is not like that. Longreach is all
Mm.
about your action, training, your team, support. You need support to push you. If your upline doesn't want to push yourself,
Mm.
if somebody rejects you, you cannot reject yourself. You have
Yeah.
to push yourself. Yes. Nobody trained us. Yes. Nobody trained myself and my sister. We trained ourselves. Yes. We sat down. In fact, when we started, my sister, they used to call her Longreach Dibia. they used to call her they used to call her Longreach Dibia. And so she has this talent. I think she has this talent of helping people. Before you know, you get pregnant and all of that. In fact, more than 7 women, more than that. When, if I can remember, 7 got pregnant via her help and all of that. So they started calling her Longreach Dibia and all that, but I'm not comfortable in that area. I had to sit down and study Longreach, and I came up with a strategy that's been helping us today. And this is all about it, and it's been working for us. So, in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, because I tell people that all you need is what dream and desire to pursue it. Listen to what this person said, Weiner said. He said, some people dream of success while other people get up every morning and make it happen. My advice today is to make it happen. Wake up, pursue your dreams. Do not wait for accolades. Be your own cheerleader. Never look back. Keep moving. It's ahead. Even if there are challenges, of course, there will be challenges on the way, but never ever stop. My final words for you is remember, success begins and ends with you. Thank you very much. I celebrate you all.
Wow, wow. Success begins and ends with you. Akunna, I have been
Yeah.
writing and writing, and the papers are filled.
Are
Jesus.
you kidding?
Thank you so, so, so much. That was awesome. That was so much information. But I will
Thank
take this
you.
question immediately. Somebody
Okay.
said, let me just take this right away before I go to my other question. I said, I want to be honest, ma'am. This your success story is very encouraging, but it's for someone that's educated and has a good capital to start long reach business. What
No.
advice do you have for someone that's less educated and has little
Okay.
or no capital to activate even one account? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much for that question. Well, I have I have people that do not have even university education that have started this business. In fact, there is one particular woman that I empowered. She sells crayfish. She sells crayfish. In fact, I'm going to feature her. She said she cannot speak English. I said, anyhow, if it's pidgin, go ahead and, as far as you can communicate,
Mm-hmm.
you can do that. So, do you know what happened? I actually empowered her. I empowered her on the platform. You might not have money, but if you have the zeal and enthusiasm, somebody can empower you. But if you look around and you have the zeal, right? You have the zeal, you have the that enthusiasm in you to drive this business. Your mouth can actually put you on this platform. I have a leader that she just told somebody about language, and the person says, okay, just get me the product, let me see how it is. And that's how she registers herself and her family.
Hmm.
So you don't need money to start language. All you need is you. When God created you, He said you are good, you are wonderfully, and everything you need to succeed is in you. He knew why He said that. You have your mouth. In fact, I have almost 50 deaf and dumb people, deaf people in my team. Yes, I have over 50 of them, and I train them. They do what I do. They're about to launch a seminar face to face. They will do face to face seminar. We will all hear it online. Deaf people, deaf. So if the deaf can do this business, why can't you? All
Jesus.
you need is believe in yourself. Tell yourself, I can do it, and you step out. That is what you need. Use other people's money and start it. Update your WhatsApp status. You don't need a certificate. In fact, if you go to school and have a certificate, drop it and hustle like a dropout. That's how you make it in this country. Just drop it and hustle. I don't use any of my certificate now as we speak. I'm not using any of them, but I'm making money. I am making money. When I say money, I am making money. Drop it. Drop this. I am a lawyer. I'm this. Sometimes, I'm sorry to say, all these big professions, they don't actually bring in that large money that we
Yeah.
felt at the beginning that it brings. Yes, hustle, hustle. Hustle. When you hustle, you bring results. People will not see your certificate. What they need is results. Look at
Hmm.
the last show that happened in Nigeria, Big Brother. Did the guy use? He's a first class graduate. Did he use his certificate? No. He's hustle. So you have to hustle. You can even approach somebody, a member, and tell the person that you want to do language. Okay, give me somebody who can dash your product. You hustle, sell it, bring the money. The person can use. Okay, use it and register yourself. All you need is drop that excuses. Drop that load of I can't do it and move. Drop that shyness. Drop that um and timidity. Oh, what will my friends say? In fact, when I started this business, I used to feel, what will my friends say when they see me on Facebook? Oh, my clients, what would they say? Hell, when I noticed that they were not paying my bills, they were not giving me money, I left all of them and
Exactly.
faced my business. Yes,
Who did
I faced my business.
timidity help?
I started post. In fact, I noticed that, excuse me, I noticed that when you post silly things, when people like you the most.
Yes.
And silly things create more money these days. See a lot of people doing skits and they're making money. So do stupid things. In fact, be hungry and stupid. Be hungry and stupid. You have made it in Nigeria. I'm telling you. Before you know, CNN will start calling you. Be hungry and stupid. That is just the be hungry and be stupid, and you make it. That is just the hungry and
Don't
stupid.
kill
You
me.
make it. So that is just it. That
Wow.
is me. I told myself, yes, if you go on Facebook, just type serious to silly. When I started, in fact, when we started, I was like, my sister has finished posting everything because she's everywhere. There's nobody that doesn't know how my body went mad for her. She's everywhere. I was telling myself, oh, my sister has finished, but I don't know what to post. But I had to sit down, talk to myself. You have to be unique in your own way, start something. I started posting serious to silly. Go to Facebook, you see it. It's funny, but the message is there. Do you know how many persons have registered through that serious to silly? You can start something, and before you know it, you start making money. People will tell you, in fact, before you even register, people will tell you, I want to register. What do? You run to somebody that can coach you. You can
Mhm.
register with any amount and you get started. All you need is yourself, desire to succeed. That is just it. There's nothing again. I believe you got value.
Thank you so much. You more than answered that person. Serious to silly. So there's another question here. Said you
Yeah.
talked about Globe Takers Academy. Is it open to everybody?
No, actually, it's not open to everybody. It's for the globe takers. It's for the
Yeah.
globe takers. If you're a globe taker, we admit you. We actually, my company is about to launch the one that will admit people that are not in the team. We are doing one now. Qualicon Consult is running a diction class we've done it for 4 times. I've not actually advertised it online. We are still doing it in house. We've run for 4 seasons. This is the fourth one. It's ongoing now. We train people on presentation, diction, and all that. So that one will partner with another company to run that one. So that one is ongoing now. It's paid class. That one is paid class. Yes.
Thank you. So,
You're welcome.
to you and Longreach, team building.
Okay.
One question that's always uppermost when I engage leaders on the Discovery. By the way, Discovery, this is the 20th edition of the Discovery, and it's been awesome. And in fact, this is like, it's a unique day and it's a unique presentation you have done today.
Are
One
you serious?
question, yes, it's unique
Okay.
and it's been awesome. But one question that always comes up, and which is where we'll wrap it up, is on team building. How do you
Okay.
get your team going?
Okay. This is actually one thing that makes people lose it in language. How do I get my team motivated? How do I carry everybody along? One, it starts with you. If you're not motivated as a leader, your team will not be motivated. You are a mirror to your team. What you depict, that is what you will see in your team. The picture you paint, that is what your team will also paint. If you say, go and share flyer, make sure you're in front sharing the flyer. If you say, let us do seminar, start your own first. That is one thing that makes people not to have a good team, because team is not like, oh, I've registered people. It doesn't stop there. You have to activate your team by being active as a leader. Remember, a good leader was once a good follower. If you're not a good follower, you can never make a good leader.
Mm.
So, yes. So, if you want to be a good leader, you have to become an ardent follower of your upline. You must respect your upline. Even if your upline is a baby, respect your upline. No matter, even if you're a PhD holder, bend down. Language is different. Even if you're done 20 multi-level marketing business, bend down. Submit yourself to learning and then run with it. Do not do, oh, I know it all. I've been in this business for the past 20 years. You will fail. Because if you don't understand it, your team will not also understand it. The next one, the third one, is for you to communicate. Communication is very important. You have to communicate with your team. You have to communicate the vision. You have to communicate your mission to them. That is why when you go to companies, you see mission and vision. Do you think it's a joke? It's not a joke. As a leader, you should make sure your team has vision and mission. Let your people know where you're heading to. Let them understand where you are heading to and where the team is heading to. You have to paint that picture. You have communication is very important. Even in industries, if you don't communicate, then your employees will lose it. You have to communicate. The fourth one, is it the fifth one? The
Fourth
fifth
one.
one, right? The fourth
Fourth
one.
one.
Fourth one, okay. Training. Training is key. Training and retraining. You have to train your team. When I say train your team, it's not just, what is long reach? What is this? No. There are trainings that you need to give to them. Remember, a team is just one mind with many hands. That is
Mm.
what a team means. One mind with many hands doing something to achieve a goal. One mind with many hands doing a lot to achieve a goal. If you don't drive that vision, train them to have one mind, then your team will tear apart. You have to initiate something that will make them to be active, initiate an activity that will make them to be excited, initiate a lot of things, activities in the team, both online and offline. Like this year, um, I've have I actually done face-to-face seminar? I don't. Okay, maybe January before COVID. But since COVID, I've not done any face-to-face seminar. Everything has been online. This is one of the things long COVID brought to us. Is a blessing
Yeah,
in disguise. Yes. So
absolutely.
a blessing. It's a blessing. So training is key. Training is very key. Very, very key in your team. Then lastly, is also reward. You have to reward your team, celebrate your team. Anything they do, celebrate them, no matter how small it is. Also, there are little things that make people excited. If you see your new team member that just joined and you see something he or she has posted on Facebook, you can share it. Celebrate the person. Take it to the chat room, ginger them, and the person will be excited. You see the person running to you, oh mom, thank you. I didn't know you noticed my work. In fact, I'm going to do more. This is, and the person registers VIP. Oh my god, you celebrate the person and all that. Just have to make them to be excited. Long reach business is the simplest business anybody can do. It's the business you can stay anywhere in the world to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my word for you. Do it and you see yourself at the top. Thank you.
Thank you. But still hold, let me still hold you on a bit. I'm going to come back to you
Okay.
in a minute. I'm going to share my screen and get to our audience, and I will come back to you in a minute. I'm coming back to
Okay.
you to ask, I think, maybe my last question or thereabout. So if you're on this
Okay.
call and I want to a word to our guests. Maybe one good thing I want to let you know, Akunna, is that on this call are people from various teams and long reach, not just Team
Yeah.
Grace, various teams. We have had people across all the teams. On the
Okay.
discovery, we are open to everybody. As long as
Okay.
you are in the industry and want to succeed, you are open to be a
Okay.
part of the discovery. We have
Okay.
had world changers come on board. We have had Charles Tambo on this call. We had have SD Loretta on this call. All of them sharing their experiences with us. So if you're on this call
Okay.
as a guest, please contact the person that invited you. But otherwise, call any of the numbers on your screen: 0802-313-4278 or 0809-667-7300. If you're a guest, or you can go to our Facebook page. What I've done today was to share the YouTube page on Facebook. So some people are on Facebook watching this program. And next
Oh, really?
Saturday, we have another guest in the house. Mrs. Ogochuzoma will be in the house, 2SD. She will be in the house next Saturday, 6 p.m. So if you're on this call, it's an open invitation to you to be here. Two-star director Ugochi Uzoma will be in the house next week, Saturday, telling her story. Tonight has been awesome. I mean, Akuna, you've answered all the questions. You've done
Thank you.
so well. But I want to finally ask you this. So you've
Okay.
been on this for this number of years. What has been
Okay.
your biggest challenge and how did you overcome it? Minus your husband, you have answered that one. What else? How did you? So when people tell you a whole you mean you are also joined them doing that thing? How have you coped with the no's and the negative reactions?
Okay. Okay. Let me tell you a little story. When I started this business, there's this man that I see as a mentor or if a daddy, somebody
Mm-hmm.
called daddy or mentor. That's why I tell people always be sure that the person you're calling a mentor is actually a mentor. Don't get a tormentor,
Mm.
okay? So yes, I'm not saying that he's a tormentor actually, but he almost made me to stop this journey. I started my long reach 2 weeks into the business. I went to him and told him, Daddy, there's this business I found out and I know I will do well. Do you know what happened?
Mm-hmm.
He busted into laughter. As in, he laughed and laughed and laughed. He laughed. Myself, I started crying. I started crying. I started crying. It was like I was with him in the office. You know how embarrassing it can be. You're with a woman
Yeah.
and the woman is crying. He has his staff over there. The door is closed. I was crying. So the man was embarrassed. I myself, I was embarrassed. I was trying to stop the tears, but it was still flowing. So because
Flowing.
yes, it was still dropping. Oh my god. I cried and cried and cried. The man was like, "Oh, Madam Akunna, why are you doing this? You're a big woman. Why? Why?" I just did cleaned my eyes. He called some of his he called while he was laughing, he was doing it so unconsciously. He called some of his colleagues, come and see Akuna is crying, he was just laughing. He didn't know he was hurting me. So I cried. Do you know what I did? I just woke up, I cleaned my eyes, I said, see me on CNN. I just carried my bag, I left. So that was my motivation. My mindset gave me that biggest cornerstone to shed anything that is coming to me, any negativity. My mindset was made up to achieve it, and that laughter was what I needed to push me to my next level.
Hmm.
When I qualified for my first trip, I was about traveling. I told my husband, I'm going to meet this guy. My husband said, wait, travel and come back, then you go. I now I traveled. I came back. I bought him some things. I went. I said, I'm just coming from China. This is it. Really, Akunna. So,
Yeah.
yes, I traveled again. I came back. I went. So when I qualified, when I was about to qualify for my car, so I went. I was like, that I was so qualified. I said, you should have qualified it since, you know. I said, don't worry. He said, when I qualified for my car, I went. I showed him. He was like, really? Actually, you're doing well. You're doing well. I can see, So my mindset
Hmm.
is always on point. I've trained my mind to withhold any negativity coming to me. It can't come close to me. As you're coming, I'm shedding it. As it's coming, I'm shedding it. My mindset is what has kept me here. And I've never involved myself in whining. Whining, complaining can draw you back. Just
Hmm.
train yourself. Just train yourself to be happy, to be positive, in anything at all, in the face of challenges, just be positive. Even if you're crying, see, let me tell you, two Ezdiahoma, we have cried together, we have laughed together. Sometimes she'll be crying, I'll be crying. I will wipe her tears, she will wipe my own. We have cried together a lot. So what you're seeing is just the glory. You don't know the story.
Hmm.
And it's the mindset that have kept us here. Mindset to push ahead because we are hungry and also stupid. That is why we're still here. And it's the mindset that have kept us pushing. So if somebody is saying, how are you being happy here? This, it's just because I've decided that I'll be happy on this platform just because of my family, not because of me. Do it for your family, do it for your entire society, and do it to make yourself proud. See you in CNN. I love you all.
See you in CNN.
CNN.
How, wow, that was awesome. Awesome. I want to give a shout out to all the leaders from the various teams that made it here. All the leaders from the various teams, I see you. Thank you so, so much for being here. Some of you have been here with us from the very first edition, and you are with us on the 20th edition. Thank you so much, all the leaders across all the teams. Thank you very much. And on behalf of the team coach, I want to say a very big thank you. That's the team coach there. I want to say a very big thank you to you. Maybe that's the word.
Thank you, Akunna. I've been laughing my head off. You have been so exciting, very educative, down to earth, and it was an honor having you on this platform. I'm waiting to celebrate your star directorship very soon. Thank you very much for being our guest.
So Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much, Akunna. Thank you for being with us today. We truly do appreciate you. And for everybody on this call, a big thank you to all of you. Thank you for your time. It's been an awesome an hour and a half. Wow. Thank you so much. So until next week, Saturday, thank you everybody for being on this call, and God bless you. See you next